So we spent the night at my brother's and sister-in-law's house, and then the next day we celebrated my niece graduating from high school, and I did not get any footage of that. I actually left my phone at their house, but we moved on to where we're going to be doing my grandmother's 80th birthday party. And the great thing about having a large family is there's always lots of people to jump in and help, and that is truly a blessing, especially when we're doing things because we have a big family. Everything is always, large, so it's nice to have lots of people to jump in and help do that. And so we enjoy getting to work together. This is my sister here helping me do the flowers. Together we did those little centerpieces for the tables, and it's just so nice to be able to jump in and work together and just do something a little special for our grandmother and show her how much she means to us. She has truly been a blessing in my life. She has prayed for me my whole life, I know, and she has been a godly example to me of what a godly wife and mother should be, and that she raised my mother, who was an amazing woman. And I know that she was the amazing woman that she was because of my grandmother. And so I have a godly heritage, and I am thankful for that. I'm thankful that my kids are able to have that in their lives as well. And I have a grandmother that prays for them. And that she's just such a blessing. There's no way that we could ever repay her for everything she is and does for us. But we definitely enjoyed being able to do a little something to just show her how much we love and appreciate her. And so then the next day before we started the party, my cousin in the blue dress, they had their baby dedicated, and then my brother in the pink shirt and his wife got to dedicate their baby girl. And so I wanted to share just a small little tidbit of that because that really was special to be able to be a part of that. I miss out on a lot of family events, and so to be able to be a part of that was very special for me. And I just love being able to see my other siblings and cousins and stuff in church and serving the Lord. That just means a lot to me.
Beautiful.
As far as what Mom does, yeah, what just like for us hunters and everything, the cooking that she does for us, and family, she sacrifices. It's nothing to her, but to us, I remember we had people down with Laura and I'm like, oh my goodness, how's Mom do this all the time? Because we love company and people to visit their different things. But it's a lot of work, and Mom always does it just like it's no big deal. It's like going to the store or something. But like I said, with all of us hunters and stuff, she gets us, monthly cakes and cooks what we want, asks what we want to have, and it's a blessing to us. We're very grateful. And I know today's not Mother's Day, but like last Sunday, the preacher was saying, for Mother's Day. And it was something that really thought of Mom when he said it. What are mothers? And basically take the M off. And that's what a mother is for others. And Mom's an example of that. It just spoke to me. So, just want to wish you happy birthday.
Maddie. Cheese. Whose birthday is it? Is it Grandma's birthday? Is it Grandma's birthday? Do you love Grandma? Grandma's birthday, yeah.
Jonathan.
Savior forever.
about Lydia?
We did.
Yeah. All right. So the words to that song, you may not have heard them, but we heard Lydia singing that song one day. It sounded a little bit violent. He shot me and he punched me to victory. The clarification is he sought me, as I'm looking for, and he plunged me to victory. So not quite as violent as the Lydia version. All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and making this day a very special day. I want to thank God above all for all He's done for me, for all the grandchildren that made all this possible, and everyone. And God loves you, and I love you.
The story is from only a couple years ago. So we were playing, what was that game? Where you can't say a word?
Gestures? Gestures?
Taboo. There we go. We were playing taboo, and the word was Calvary. And Grandma's on my team. So I'm like my very, godly grandma who's read the Bible, who knows how many times in her life. I'm like, she's going to get this. Like, we are going to be on the same page. So I was trying to get her to say, like, Mount Golgotha, we were going to get to Mount Calvary at some point in time. So I'm like, okay, the mount that Jesus was crucified on, and as serious as could be, Grandma goes, Rushmore.
And the reason she was the woman she is because of my grandma and my grandpa. So I appreciate our godly heritage. That's a direct result of that lady right there.
I always loved every one of our slumber parties. We would cheer for Grandma to be there. We wanted to have it Grandma's because Grandma's always been really fun. And just every memory I have in my life, every event in my life that was important milestone, Grandma and Grandpa have both always been there. But Grandma has, in my mind, the best balance of godliness that's very genuine. She doesn't put on. You can tell it comes from her heart and that she really believes it. And a balance of just being a fun grandma. Like, we knew where the rules: you don't slice the butter, you don't jump on the furniture, and you don't wear your shoes in Grandma's house. Those were death sentences, more or less. But we also knew if you behaved, Grandma was a lot of fun to be around. Oh, and the top. Don't ever lie to Grandma. Despite what Jonathan and Nathaniel thought, that bar of soap that was on top of the microwave that was brown, it was not chocolate. It was lye soap. So you didn't ever lie to Grandma. So that was, but Grandma established a lot of things in our lives that we carried into our adulthood. And in my mind, she is just a hero of faith. And like I said, we had an amazing mom, and I know it was because of the things that Grandma taught her. And I couldn't ever thank her enough or have the words to express what an amazing woman she is.
Sweetest person I ever met, and she has a very good heart, and I'm just thankful to have her a part of my life. And I'm glad that she's a great grandma to my daughter Teresa. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Grandma is so special, and I just want to tell her how much she means to everybody. She not only is grandma, she's counselor, best friend, nurse. She is, everybody here is the center of their world. Her and Papa both. They have been a wonderful, godly example throughout the years. And okay, they are so much fun. One memory I'm going to share is Grandma was at our house having a sleepover, and we were telling her about this onesie we had. And it was a cheetah print onesie. And Grandma looks over, she's like, I want to try that on. Okay, and this was Grandpa and Grandma's anniversary, just saying. So we're like, Grandma, you go try me on this lingerie for Papa. So she comes out in this cheetah print onesie. It was absolutely hilarious. We've got pictures if anybody wants to see after the party. that story Bethany forgot, because she said, we were all laughing hysterically, rolling on the floor laughing, and she said, I will do anything fun to make you kids laugh as long as it's not wrong. But that's true. And we all have game stories with Grandma because she is always a ton of fun, whether you're shopping or it's a holiday. But she told my girls that. She said, I would do anything for you girls to make you laugh. But I'm really thankful for Denny and Mama both. There is no in-laws. They've always called me their granddaughter and treated me that way. And all of us can say the same, Lacey and Stanley and the million other of us there are. But there are not in-laws, and we're all family, and they all treat us so good. And I'm really, really thankful for Roma.
Grandma's story is playing games. She's always down to play any game, even if she doesn't quite understand the rules. So the best memories are always from gestures, and the little word pops up and she has to act it out, and we try to guess what the word is. So that she starts acting and she's doing this number and she's doing it. We're like, bazooka, RPG. We just keep guessing, and she's like, no, no, no. Finally the time runs out. She's like, it was machine gun. We're like, okay. Joe has
mine's like a specific memory, but being one of the grandkids, I guess, of the family that was, I guess, the furthest away, like geographically, anyways. It was we weren't always up here for every single moment, but every moment we were up here was always a special moment. Whether it was Christmas or the summer that I spent up here with Mama and Papa, or the trip that we took around the United States in the camper, all those memories, I guess, collectively, really were a big deal, for me growing up. So I know for Casey, if she was here, she'd feel the same way, and my mom and dad, obviously. So from Denny's Dinks kids side of the family, just want to say happy birthday, Mama.
If anybody doesn't know who on earth I am, I'm Katrina Wagner, the unofficial spokesperson for the Wagner siblings. When our grandparents died in the early 2000s, we were completely and wholeheartedly adopted by Grandma and Papa Helmick. They've been there for everything. They have been the godly example that we lost in our grandparents, and have always made sure we remembered that heritage. And I know all of my siblings will agree how much they mean to us. And Grandma Helmick, we're so grateful to be here and celebrate you. We thank God so much for you. And just want to say how much that you mean to us.
But when me and Graydon first moved up from PA, we really weren't the best kids ever, you know what I mean? And Grandma and Grandpa especially, they dealt with all our problems that we had and us, causing a lot of trouble and stuff. And they definitely were a great guidance in our life. And things that they've taught us and said to us will stick with us throughout the rest of our lives. So I want to appreciate and thank both of you for the impact you've made in our lives and everybody else's lives here also.
Her first crush, not Grandpa. I did not know this, was John Myers. Not Grandpa.
Wow.
It's a sunset through trip, premium dining, 2 passengers on Potomac Eagle. She wanted to ride on the train, so she's going to ride a train.
And he's been in the dining car. Well, bless your pea-picking hearts. This is too much. Well, you gonna make me cry. This is just too much. You've all been so good, did all this work, everyone that came and everything. I'm not worth any of this, but God is. So we'll give God all the praise. Thank you.
Come here.
Back you up, bro. What's the all right. You do that again, huh? Got it.
Stop that. Nice hit.
There we go.
This was a place that my mom used to take, my mom and dad used to take me and my siblings to when we were younger. So we stopped by here to show it to our kids, to my kids and to my husband. He had never been here before either. And it's definitely gotten a lot older over the years. Even though it was old when we used to come, there was a lot of old farm equipment, this old box cars and stuff. But it was just a lot of fun to play on as kids. And they had that water wheel used to work, which it doesn't look like it no longer works, but that was always neat to watch. And they served the largest ice cream cones in their store in there, which we didn't get any on this day because my grandmother made sure our bellies were full before we left, so we didn't have no room for ice cream. But it was nice to just be able to go back and think about the memories that we had made here as kids and with my mom and stuff. And so it was also a great way to get the kids to get some energy out before we had to get back in the car and take an 8-hour trip back home to South Carolina.